I hear every day from people that, I drink a lot of water, doc. Well, you may be drinking a lot of water, but you're not getting hydrated because the molecules are too large. Whereas with structured water, the molecules are very small, and again, it hydrates the body within 10 seconds.
The regular consumption of structured water was associated with things like better detoxification, a heightened immune function, better nutrient absorption, mental clarity, improved athletic performance, longevity. I mean, he really began this investigation into what would happen if you drank this kind of water.
Living water forms more hexagonal crystals, and less vibrant or dead water doesn't form hexagonal shapes.
Structured water, organized water, is sometimes called hexagonal water because it has this repeating hexagonal pattern which is reflected in a snowflake.
And structured water is just absolutely amazing in my opinion. I've dealt with a lot of waters over the years. There's nothing on the market that's going to take all the fluoride, all the chemicals out of the water, prescription drugs, the radiation out of the water, and change the structure of the water, the memory of the water, and revert it back into its old state the way it's supposed to be, a natural state. So,
water from any big city tends not to form beautiful crystals. When water travels in the city, it collects negative information from the people and pollution. Also, the more chlorine in the water, the less crystals can form. We also have pipes that make lots of turns. Imagine if you were water. You might want to die with all this unnatural and forced movement.
So when it comes to structured water, then we start with very basic science. It's important.
I did a blood sample before I did somebody's live blood analysis, had them drink 3 drops, and did it a few seconds later, and I'm like, oh my gosh. What just happened? All the cells separated, and it just gave me chills. Even saying it today, it's given me chills, and it's done it for every one of my patients since then. So currently what would take me maybe 6 to 12 months to change the blood is now happening in 1 to 3 months.
You can speed heal the body very quickly with structured water, and the reason being is it's probably the most powerful delivery system that we have. Anytime you want to get something directly into the cells, you got to have a medium to do that. And structured water is the fastest way to get directly into the cells. It really is.
I find a structure in that water which is unique from the bulk water.
Living water, in good condition, produces beautiful hexagonal crystals, as we see in these pictures. If water gets sick or dies, what we see changes dramatically. We can see how water reacts to a computer, a television set, to hard rock, a microwave oven, a cell phone.
Once all the waters in your body become structured, your body will repel EMF waves. Okay, you're not likely to be pulling in the, from satellites and computer monitor radiation and cell phones and all that stuff. Your body won't weaken as readily with structured water.
And that's when we know that structured water is incredibly important because it gets into the cell. So we're talking about always intracellular hydration.
Anything that you add to the structured water, like vitamins and minerals, will be quickly absorbed, and actually the cells absorb structured water in 10 seconds. So the healing process is much quicker.
This is how I understand it's working. We've seen that happening because since we are using it at our clinic with our patients, the oxygen we are understanding, it's getting through better. The cleansing process outside is more appropriate. The electrical potential is balanced all the time.
I'm a huge fan now of the water.
The water now is structured. It's an information storage device. The proof of that statement, I will show you.
The researcher captures its image on camera before it returns to the liquid state. This beautiful geometrical wonder expands in 6 directions from each corner of its hexagonal base. A lateral view reveals a protrusion that appears at the tip of the cone. This is because ice crystals do not develop two-dimensionally, but rather three-dimensionally from the center to the edges.
And the structured water, actually, the molecules are so small, like I say, it goes through the aquaporin channel into the cells within 10 seconds. You can't do that with a RO system or distilled water or anything that has to do with filters. As far as filtering the water, it's just not going to happen because the molecules are too large.
I don't see a single client who's truly well hydrated nowadays because of many things. It's just a lot with toxicity and EMF and just a lot of stimulation. So hydration is incredibly important right now.
Everything has a frequency, right? Okay, so pathogens have a frequency. Well, when you drink the water, the frequency that's in the structured water just negates whatever pathogen that's in their body and our body and so on. So
if your structure is off, it's just not going to be functional. So it's the same way with the way our cells function, our body function. Understand that everything is really based on hydration, circulation, lymphatic, everything has to do with this flow, right? We are mainly water. So then I start with basically how well are we nourishing ourselves or how well are we cleansing ourselves?
well, structured water is energy. It's life force energy that the human body's got to have at the cellular level in order to repair itself.
And it exhibits a energy level that transcends anything I have seen anywhere. Got a little tiny vial. I take a drop of that water and put it in my reverse osmosis water, and that water immediately has that charge.
Very powerful water. It has antiseptic qualities that just flat destroy all pathogens, bacteria, virus, fungus, mold, and it's just amazing for the human body, for the system, for plants, animals. Everybody should be drinking it, yeah.
You see here, my friends, the backbone of a whole new science and technology. And that means that we can take in the future water and program that water to have the quality we want for the health-giving energies we will consume and take in through this water. The medicine of the future.